All right, welcome back, Monsters. It is the greatest collaboration sweeping the nation. Mile High Monsters, David talks Broncos, Mike Carmelini, along with you guys. We've got Atlanta this weekend, and you know what that means. It's showcase game, baby.
Welcome. To Mile High Monsters.
I can already see David dancing around on the screen as we play the intro music. David, I'm fired up, man. It's preseason's finally here. It seems like it's been a year since we've seen guys on the football field. But first, man, good to see you. I haven't seen you in 28 minutes since we finished our last show. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm doing great. Y'all go check out the Believe show. We're doing that pretty much every day during the work week, man. It's been awesome. And y'all be sure to get in here. We got some hot takes with this depth chart stuff being released. I got to know y'all's thoughts in the comments. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe to both channels. Thank you to Prize Picks for presenting this video. We're going to talk about the Jeremy Crawshaw over under halfway through this.
We can't wait.
This show is going to be amazing. Let's break the internet. We finally got a depth chart.
Yeah. Depth chart, unofficial Paul Kelly special. If you don't know who Paul Kelly is, he's Sean Payton's assistant. He's the one that Sean tells him, hey, go get me $500,000 in cash in the next hour and bring it here and put it on a table. So, but there's some interesting stuff on here, and it is showcase weekend, David. Like, I'm almost afraid to ask you who your showcase player is. So for those of you who don't know what a showcase player is in the preseason, they tend to showcase a couple players for trade. Okwebanam has been featured as the last one I remember. They'll feed somebody to try and get some trade value out of them. Who you got on Friday night that the Broncos are going to – and I'm almost – if you say Mims, I'm just going to jump right through the screen and punch you in the face.
So part of this is building off of the wonderful video Marquee Sports put out yesterday on Evan Engram, in which I said, Mark, I'm sold on your point. You convinced me. But I'm even more convinced after the unofficial depth chart has been released today with Evan Engram as your starting tight end. Now you might say, Dave, he's the highest paid tight end on the team. What do you think? Man, we know this man's mainly been running with the twos. This guy's only run with the ones in like certain situations. All right. So here's the deal, man. Mark brought up this wonderful case, and I would agree with it. We got more versatility, more unpredictability with Evan Engram when he's off the field. We've heard beat reporters that are kind of, of course, wanting to be a little bit more mouthpieces of the team, right? That's how they get their access. Talk about how, hey, he's improved his blocking. The man's 31 years old. He's not going to get any better at blocking from where he's been. We're not going to reinvent the wheel with Evan Engram.
You're such a hater.
No, dude, I'm just saying how it is. We're not going to reinvent the wheel with Evan Engram. He's a situational player. And Mark brought up this point. I don't like to admit that it's true, but it's true. We have more unpredictability on offense in a two tight end set with Adam Troutman and Nate Atkins on the field than we do with Adam Troutman and Evan Engram, man. It's not good. So
all right, I'll give you that. That's true.
Listen to this. With him being the first string tight end, we will feed this man. We'll air this out like you were talking about on the Believe show, man. It's gonna be great. We'll practice that downfield passing with Evan Engram, but he's a perfect fit for the Atlanta Falcons, man, because he can back up Kyle Pitts. He'll be great. So why don't we just after this game, after Evan Engram goes for 200 yards against the Falcons, that's the key. You trade him for Michael Penix. You trade him I was a fan of Michael Penix when he's coming out. I didn't think he was better than Bo Nix, but I still think that he's a massive upgrade at quarterback too. And it's just a perfect fit. They get a tight end that they know how to use, hopefully. We get a backup quarterback that, once he's rehabbed, which should be soon, he'll be perfect to back up Bo Nix. And then we can move forward with playing the tight ends that have more upside. And it also creates room for a larger Taysom Hill role, which that should also help in convincing him to come to Denver and go after a Super Bowl. So, Mike, thank you for entertaining that monologue.
I love it.
For 10, how crazy am I?
Well, you're certifiably crazy, first of all, but you know that. I know that. Everybody out there, the monsters know that. But I mean, when you throw Taysom Hill in there, let's just say I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh,
yeah.
I got one more point.
I would love it, because I would love to sit here and just watch you with your orange colored glasses on talk the whole show. I would be happy with that. I'll just talk to the guys over here.
With the emergence of Pat Bryant as our big slot, we don't need Evan Engram.
Wait,
are we gonna keep Evan Engram on the team and on the field to take away snaps from Pat Bryant? What are we doing?
No, because you're going to be in 11 personnel, and you're going to have 3 wides, and you're going to have 1 running back, and you're going to have 1 tight end.
Yeah, it's going to be Adam Troutman, our starting tight end.
But the team is saying that the mistake they made last year was just using him in passing downs, and that Davis Webb is going to use him. He's a willing blocker at 31 years old. He's going to have a breakout season. I already told you this. All the guys watching know I've already said this. I'm on record. I'm not backing away from my position. He's going to have a big year. He's Davis Webb's favorite guy. They graduated from high school together. That's not true. I can't back that up. I don't know, man. I think they're gonna. I'll tell you what. I'll give you this, David. All right, I'll give you this. If they go out and Engram gets 8 catches for 110 yards, he's gone. I'll give you that. Like, he's definitely gone, and probably to Atlanta, but yeah, or somebody. But I mean, look, man, Taysom Hill's coming here. I've already said that too. I don't see it. I don't see that being the guy. But God, I mean, as crazy as it is, you almost convinced me. I love Jay here. He says if we're serious about a Super Bowl window, we have to upgrade QB2. We might have an upgrade, though, David. Sam Ehlinger is going to get the first half or the second half of the game to prove he's better than Stidham. That's a good thing, right? I mean, it seems like this. Sean said there's no battle, man, but it sounds like there's a battle for QB2 on this team.
He was gaslighting us. He doesn't want us to know really what's going on, but we can read the tea leaves, right? Yeah. And thank you. Guys, let me know.
Get the hell out of here, Jay.
Right.
Don't you have a show to run over at Orange and Blue Network or something? Blue and Orange, something, Orange and Blue.
Would you trade Evan Engram for Michael Penix? Would you trade Evan Engram for JJ McCarthy? I know they're not sexy names. I would absolutely do that.
No, I would not. I would not trade him for that. I would trade him for I wouldn't trade him. I mean, first of all, let's just be clear. We're in a Super Bowl window. Who cares? It's his last season here. Jolie and Bentley are taking over after this
Mark's making, and then I'm making, is that we're a better offense without him.
We're a better offense without him. He was our third leading receiver. He was our third leading receiver last year.
That shouldn't happen. It should be Pat Bryant.
It will be Pat Bryant this year. But that doesn't mean he's not valuable. There's nobody else in that room that's proven that they can do anything. Do you honestly think Adam Troutman is better than Engram? Do you think he's better? About the same.
Better. What do you mean? They're both good at different things, I guess, and both bad at different things. They're both meh total. In total, they're both meh players.
What am I, generation?
Blocking is
what am I, Gen Z? Meh.
Blocking is. We're not gonna crap on Gen Z. All right.
I'm not crapping on it. I'm just saying you're using Gen Z language with a Generation X who just like my kids say that. Here's my position. Cornbread, it's good to see you, brother. Ronk, I see you guys. Jackson, of course, Jay. Make sure you check out Jay's work over at Orange and Blue Network. Fantastic dude and fantastic show. Steezy over here. I love seeing Steezy everywhere we go. So welcome in here. Don't be shy with the super chats. Daddy needs to pay for gas on the way to Colorado tomorrow. Heading for Colorado tomorrow. Don't be a hater. Okay. Did that sound Gen Z? I don't know. Cornbread says, here's my position. Hard-headed Sean doesn't like short wide receivers. Okay. Loves Drew Brees, smart pocket passer, Tanner McKee, Stanford. Get out of here with this. Oh, would you trade? I would trade. Okay. I would trade Evan Engram for Tanner McKee if he needed to be traded for, but he's probably just sitting on his couch watching this game right now. Dude. Like a Cornbread is just as crazy as you. You guys should start a club together.
Dude.
Called the Crazy Take Club.
And you know what? I know quarterbacks. I came on here and told you, Bo Nix, before anybody, that Bo Nix was going to be a great fit in this offense that they drafted. I came out here all offseason and told you Haynes freaking King would be a perfect backup. Dude, this guy was like the MVP of the Hall of Fame game, the greatest preseason game we've ever seen in our lifetimes. That was Haynes King leading the game-winning touchdown drive. All right? So
you're such a fucking
benefit
nutcase,
of the
dude.
doubt here.
You're making
Hey,
me use bad
look
language.
at what this guy David Talks Buff said. This guy Dave knows ball. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, did you say that to yourself? Where am I at? David Talks Buffs. Here it is. This guy Dave knows ball. I don't know who David Talks Buffs is, but he seems like a cool dude. I should probably do some shows with him. Martin, good to see you. Martin Engram came with so much hype that when he underperformed, it hurt David's feelings and he can't get over it. I think that's what it is too. I think David's just butthurt because he bought into the whole Joker video. You know, he was all excited, and then they didn't use the tight end. Look, man. All right, I'll get back on.
He'll be wearing number one as a backup tight end, dude, and he's
not a backup tight end. He just kind of was the second option. Yeah, he was a tell. I'll give you that. He was a tell last year. Yeah. I'm taking Coach at his word until proven otherwise. He's look, Jolie and Bentley probably aren't ready, but maybe Jolie fires off in Atlanta and just goes crazy. And then they can be like, you know what? We don't need Engram anymore. I mean, it could happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I don't see them showcasing Engram in game one in Atlanta for a trade. My glasses aren't that orange, dude. I just don't see it.
Man, it would be entertaining. It would be entertaining. So
T-Fishes.
Go ahead.
Oh, man, we got guys coming in here. Everybody's in here today. Man, this is so cool. We should start doing these every day. David Youngkin's in the house. It's Broncos country. T-Fishes, my guy. I think it's best to see how all the positions perform and be aggressive during the trade deadline at need. Absolutely, man. We're in a Super Bowl window, David. T-Fishes said it best. I'm open to just about anything if they're being aggressive. We need a center. We need a center. We might.
I'm telling you, man, we should have been aggressive all off season. Our one free agency signing we had in the NFL was Tyson Anderson. Now, shout out to his family. They watched the show. But we needed to be more aggressive than that. Again, Aaron Rodgers being here at backup quarterback would have been awesome.
It would have been fun to talk about. That's all I'll give you on that. It would have been fun to talk about, but I'm not saying so. Tyson Anderson was a good signing. But I'm looking forward to seeing some people. Let's get into this depth chart. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on the initial. Now we know what Sean Payton's initial depth chart is, guys. We're monsters. We know we're smarter than everybody else in the world that follows the Broncos here. But we got 8,500 people watching right here. I don't know how many's watching over there. So we're looking good. So I want some likes, please. Like and subscribe to both David Talks Broncos, Mile High Monsters. Hit the like button whether you like it or not, please, because it tells YouTube to send it out to more people. Now, David, I want to get to this before I get to the depth chart. I want to hear about your punter move that you're making here on. We got to talk about this. As soon as it'll let me, I have to remove something. There we go. Add to stage. Here we go. Oh, Jeremy Crawshaw. You're doing a line on Jeremy Crawshaw. That's awesome.
Dude.
Make that bigger.
Shout out to Prize Picks, guys. They sponsor the channel. Use the code HMA, new users, when you sign up. If you play $5 and you win that, you get $150 bonus bucks. So you can be like me and Mike. We got some money on this. All right, $50 on the year. Jeremy Crawshaw going under 26.5 punts inside the 20. That's not because he sucks. It's because he won't need to do that much.
That's right, because we're going to be scoring.
League in punting this year. No. And Matt Ariza, he's going to be over that 23.5 because the Chiefs offense is going to be abysmal. So it's really that simple, guys. Shout out to Prize Picks. Mike, what do you think about this? Broncos offense better than the Chiefs offense?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
We can't. I mean, look, man, they're so 3 years ago, I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, they're a dangerous team, but our offense is better. Our defense is better. Our team is better. We're winning the West. It's a great bet. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, I have the official. Look at this. The officially unofficial depth chart. Now, let's just run through this. Now, here was the one that caused consternation on Twitter today. Marvin Mims listed here at number 1. And then all of a sudden, so this is 11 personnel. You got 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. And they got Jaylen Waddle and, of course, Courtland Sutton as your wide receivers. And then Pat Bryant is listed behind Courtland Sutton at his backup. And so everybody's like, oh, this is trade bait. Jay Weaver, Marky Sports. We're trading Mims. We're trading Mims.
Yes.
No. We are not trading Marvin Mims. Look, man, next year, you know who our 3 wide receivers are going to be next year?
Tell me.
3 starting wide receivers. I can tell you right now. Pat Bryant, Jaylen Waddle, Marvin Mims. That's your
What?
That's your 3 wide receiver set next year, baby. That's it. Courts is playing his last year. He's gone after this year.
No, we got a top
Not that I
5
want
wide
him gone,
receiver in
bud.
Broncos history. No, he's got next year too. Here's my theory. And you might say, Dave, why are you saying Marvin Mims isn't trade bait when you just said Evan Engram was because he's listed as star?
I didn't. Yeah. So you're.
Hear me out.
Yourself.
Hear me out.
Okay,
Hear me out because there's a difference. All right. All these backup wide receivers that are in competition with him, they're also on rookie deals and they're also less experienced in terms of years in the NFL.
All these? You mean Franklin?
Franklin and Pat Bryant. Yeah.
Okay. There's 2.
Those are the only ones that matter. All right. And when you look at Engram and Troutman, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find some porn to put up here so that you'll distract you.
What? Don't get us demonetized.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Yeah.
I was going to look up numbers here.
Oh, I got distracted. But Troutman and Engram, these are both, second, third contract guys, man. So Sean Payton's not doing that. He's not playing that game. But he is with the wide receivers outside of Court and Jaylen Waddle.
All right. My bad. I was going to look up some stuff and I was trying to find a tab I wasn't using because I wanted to get some stats to back up what I was going to say.
Well, you can get some stats.
Well, the thing is the screen that I'm sharing, I thought I was just sharing that screen, but I must have shared my whole desktop, so I can't go look it up. I can't go look at other stuff. I know. It was behind my camera and I clicked the wrong one. I'm an idiot. Don't act like this is the first stream we've done together, dude. Gen X, get to know me. So that's because this is nuts, man. Marvin Mims is going to get re-signed and he's going to stay. He's too valuable. He's too good.
Yeah,
look,
he's going to stay.
Troy Franklin hasn't shown enough to. You going to bet on Troy Franklin at this point? Courtland Sutton's gone, and then Marvin Mims is gone, and then you're going to have Jaylen Waddle, Pat Bryant, and Troy Franklin. That's your plan? Is it?
Wait, did you mention Courtland Sutton?
I did.
Yeah,
he's gone after this year.
Yeah, no. It's still too much dead money. He'll be back next year.
Oh. Okay.
In my opinion. But the reason we're not trading Mims is because we don't have an established kick returner behind him this year.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody offered us a 3rd round pick for him, we'd take it. I do believe that.
Yes.
So
one's
Michael Dieter is still listed at center. That tells you everything you need to know about this depth chart. Luke's not going to play. Forsythe's not going to play. Dieter's out for the year. We don't even have a center listed. I guess it's Ortega or Throckmorton. I don't even see Throck. Oh, there he is under left guard. And then Quinn Miners has been taking snaps at center. I mean, I don't think I need to see that in the preseason, but it's a depth chart, so that's what we got to go with. David, that's your answer. Who'll start at center? It's going to be Ortega or Throckmorton, I guess.
Yeah, Throckmorton. We should sign Zarian McGill. If
you already moved off Glasgow?
Yeah, well, Glasgow allegedly said something on his Twitch stream to one of the members of our Discord, saying Denver probably won't offer me enough money. All right, dude, if you want to be that way, if you're still bitter that we cut you when you just got to call what it is, dude. You're not the player you once were. Right now, if you sign on this team, you're a fourth string center, dude. But some money's better than no money.
Yeah, I mean, if I was sitting at home, I would, and I wasn't a Pro Bowler, I would take any and every offer I could get to get on a team and try and play. Check out this new name, Robert Fiss 976. Do you know this guy?
No, but Robert's
good to see you, Robert.
He's been in here a little bit, I think.
Okay, be nice to get a huge monster nose tackle for depth.
Yes.
Yeah, it would. Vita Vea. See, still available?
Only we loved big defensive linemen.
Yeah. And we were willing to pay him. Oh, I see you already responded. Okay. Speaking of, just when I thought this couldn't get more screwed up and stupid, let me bring in my guy, Marky Sports. Yeah. Marky Sports Denver in the house.
What an intro, man. I love that. That's the best intro I've ever had.
What I love about Monsters is the ability to hop in whenever you want. Guys, Marky Sports, I'm sure you guys all know him. Now, normally I would say he's one of the best analysts in Broncos country. I'm going to retract that statement for a minute, because after the Marvin Mims absolute hate I saw today on my Twitter feed, I'm taking it all back. Marky, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm really good. Hope you guys are doing good too, man. Mike, honestly, I realized today that being a troll on Twitter, even though it was totally unintentional, I can understand why people have so much fun with it, man. Because when I saw a full caps response saying, "Shut your whole mouth," it actually really brought joy to my day. So maybe I'll start being a Twitter troll, because I totally get it now.
No, I think Kodiak is trying to take that crown now. All he does is troll now. I think Broncos country needs someone like you to do the Lord's work, Marky. So now that we got you on, and I'm not giving David a chance to say hello, and that's on purpose, because I
already gave my intro.
I have a question for you. David says that this could be the Evan Engram showcase game. What are your thoughts on Evan Engram possibly being a candidate for the showcase game of 2026? Don't nod your head like you're trying to push him.
Mark, I'm 100.
He thinks for himself.
I 100% agree with the fact that it's a showcase game, and I've actually advocate for it, man. The more I think about it, I made a video on this yesterday. I think that moving on from Evan Engram at this point is kind of an addition by subtraction.
Oh my God.
And the reason is not so much because I'm confident in the tight ends or the guys behind them, but it's more so of, if you look at what Sean Payton wants to do with his tight ends, man, what he's always wanted to do, unless you're like unbelievably special as a receiving tight end, like Jimmy Graham was, like Travis Kelce, and you don't really care to have him block, it's one thing. But the thing about Evan Engram is, when he's on the field, it is guaranteed that we're not going to run the ball. He was on the field for 400. I had the numbers.
Yeah, it was like 21%. It was like 21% run, 80% pass.
Well, no,
like,
it's even more than that. It's even more than that, because he technically run blocked. So he was actually out there run blocking. So if he's lined up in line, they ran it 47 times of the 476 snaps. So 90-10 split is really what it is.
90%
with him. And yeah, and also I feel like, listen, would you agree that Pat Bryant's had a really great camp and you probably want to see more Pat Bryant?
Of course.
So
He doesn't
all
play
that
tight
means
end.
if you got rid of Evan Engram, all it would mean is more Pat Bryant, because you're not really deploying Evan Engram as a blocking tight end anyways. Pat Bryant can block really well on certain types of looks. You can line them up all over places. And I just think you could get a little bit more creative in terms of the way that it's utilized there. He's just not a traditional tight end. I think he actually played more last season than he will this year because guys like Nate Atkins were injured so much. So I don't know, man. I'd be fine with it either way, but I could totally see a situation where we would move on from Evan Engram. And I think it would make sense. And I don't think Sean really likes him that much, but that's just a personal thought.
David?
Dude, this is perfect. This is why, again, we'll get to what I talked about in the Discord. Zach Seeger's been going to war with everybody, but this is why you just trade for a real backup quarterback, man. You know, I don't know if we got a real quality backup quarterback, man. I'll take Michael Penix over these guys. I'll take JJ McCarthy. I'll take Spencer Rattler. I'll take who's another backup that might get cut or traded. I don't know, but if Mark, I know you probably want some draft capital for Evan Engram, but are there some other players? Doesn't have to be a quarterback that you'd want to trade him for.
Oh, that's tough, man. Trades are hard. Like, I don't know if teams would actually trade for Evan Engram, to be honest, especially if they knew the Broncos were going to cut him. I mean, we could even trade Tim Patrick. So it probably wouldn't come to fruition, but yeah.
My thought with Atlanta was that they got Kyle Pitts, so Evan Engram would be kind of a nice backup for him, I guess.
Yeah, but I think even then with Kyle Pitts, you're talking about like they would take Evan Engram as a backup to Pitts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could make sense. Wait, you know, for
Showcase
them,
him in Atlanta and then trade him to Atlanta.
Yes.
Don't let him on the plane coming home. Just leave him there.
Leave him at Magic City.
Sign him at halftime. He comes out in a different uniform and goes for 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. I can see that happening.
It's funny. We kind of did the opposite with Vele. We traded him right before we played the Saints. So we're like, you know what? Screw you. How about that? You play
Vele's a
against
good
us
player.
this week.
I don't see it. Any other candidates, Mark, you got for a showcase game this weekend? We can't really showcase running backs like you can.
No.
Lucas Krull could be the Lucas Krull game. Try and get a 7th out of him and trade him.
I mean, even if he goes crazy, I don't think any team. Dude, I think teams know who Lucas Krull is.
Dude,
man.
This is bad news that Lucas Krull still getting reps with the ones, man. I'm telling you, this should not be a thing. That tells you what they really think about Evan Engram, man, when they're giving Lucas Krull some reps with the ones.
That is not. You guys are crazy,
dude.
That is not how practice works.
Dude, you should not be giving Lucas Krull any
He's 31 years old. We're getting
dude.
vet days all over. He's not going to run. He's not going to run him all over the field.
I haven't heard of Evan Engram getting one vet day. I haven't heard of him doing that. He
gets vet days on the team while he's at practice. Where it's like, hey, just chill out. You're our star.
Out there doing things. So, yeah, we need to get rid of Krull. We need to get rid of Evan Engram. Play the young guys. Let's see what they can do. Bring in Taysom Hill. I had another brilliant thought here. But,
and then I talked over you and you lost it.
Mark, curious about this. Mike as well. We talked about this maybe a little bit.
No, it's all right. Let's go ahead.
Safety. The safety group.
Oh.
Tried out Taylor Rapp. Do the Broncos have any confidence in any of these backup safeties right now?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all. And there's been a lot of media reporters that have said like it's looked really bad with the backup safety group. I guess a lot of guys are constantly open. There's a lot of communication issues. And yeah, man, I think that's very telling. Will they ultimately sign him? I don't know. He's coming off an ACL, so maybe he needs a little bit more time, but I don't think they're confident, and they shouldn't be. I mean, are you confident? Are you guys confident? Mike, how are you feeling about this safety group?
Hufanga and Jones?
The backup safeties.
No. I think Key, he didn't play a lot. I guess when he did play, I didn't notice a ton of fall off late. I mean, he had that fumble recovery against Buffalo. Right, I got the right name. Wasn't it Key that picked up the fumble?
Yes.
But other than that, like, I don't even know if Tyson Anderson makes the team at this point. Miles Scott's going to get a chance to show out. I think it's early, but if they're looking at that position, that did surprise me a little bit. You know, if they're looking at that position, there's probably a reason for it. Like, why would you
Yeah.
take a tryout for a safety if you weren't even interested? I want to get to this comment though. Flacco, Jody, 2130. Broncos media is negative about everybody besides Riley Moss. Like, are you talking about us, or are you talking about like other people?
Watching our shows.
You're not watching our shows. If you're saying that,
Dude, let us know. Let us know the Broncos that are
name
underrated,
names,
overhated. Come on,
name names of the haters that have been talking bad. Broncos fan, 1030. He's been playing tight end all his career in the NFL, and all of a sudden you're saying he doesn't know how to play the position. He spent half the season last year chip blocking for Mike McGlinchey. See, get off my man Engram, you guys. He's
It's
about
just
to
not true,
break
though.
out. He's breaking out.
It's not, dude. He run blocked 47 times. So to say he spent half the season last year chip blocking for
What
Mike
was
Lynch
his
is just
run block success rate?
I don't know.
I'll look
Probably
up
not
his
good.
Well,
PFF
I mean,
today.
let's look it up. David can look it up.
I got his PFF. I don't know where you get the runs blocking.
All right, here's my counter argument while you look that up.
It was like in the 40s. It was bad.
David?
It was 48.1.
All right, so that's pretty bad. Davis Webb, loves this guy, wants him here. He wants to use him. He's calling the plays now. Bo said the other day, was it yesterday or day before? He singled out Engram, saying, "Hey, guy's a willing blocker. We've been using him wrong. He's gonna be used more in the blocking, so he's not a tell, and it's gonna open things up for him." I don't know, man. I don't see it. I could see them moving off of him if Justin Jolie blows up in the preseason. Then I could see it, but I don't know if they're quite ready to showcase him. And I certainly am not buying the Mims showcase game.
Yeah, no, I think Mims is safe. But do you think? I mean, Mike, do you think Evan Engram is really that difficult to replace? Like realistically, like let's say God forbid he got hurt and he was on IR, right? Would you be like, oh my God, how are we going to replace 27 yards a game?
No, of course not. No, of course not. I guess my point is with Engram, and it's 28.8. My thought is on Engram is not that I'm a stat guy, not that I have my Engram stats in front of me.
Got to remember the extra 1.8 yards.
My Engram stats are tattooed on my forearm in case I need them. If I'm out in public and somebody questions me about Engram, but it's not that. It's late in the game. Like none of the tight ends have been looking good in preseason or practice with the pads on, from what I can tell. Like when the pads are off, Engram kind of flies around. He makes some big catches. He makes some plays. But when the pads come on, essentially those practices, Marky, were, they'll have a run day. They'll have red zone day. They'll have, there's a plan for what they're doing. So it's hard to tell. I think the preseason will tell me, but to answer your question, I guess if I take my heart off the table, no, it wouldn't scare me that much. If they said, hey, we moved Engram for a sixth, he's not happy here, he's going to be happy there, and or whatever. I wouldn't panic. I would just hope that Bentley and Jolie are what I think they are. Certainly Bentley. I think Bentley's. Here's how I'll answer it. If they came out and said, man, Bentley picked up the playbook, he looks awesome. He blocks pretty well, and we know he can catch. And he's our starter, opposite of Troutman. I would probably be excited about it, but I haven't heard anything about these guys. I need to see something in preseason. That's where I'm at with it.
I get it.
So.
I guess I look at it like, you're talking about late game situations. I'd rather see Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin and, Waddle and Sutton out there as the receivers.
But Mark, they're still going to have a tight end in there.
Well, no, because I mean, dude, in fact, looking at it now, Evan Engram was lined up in the slot more than he was lined up in line. So just taking those slot reps, saying we're not going to put Evan Engram in the slot anymore, and we're going to replace those 43% of the snaps with whether it's Franklin or Pat Bryant, I think that's a big upgrade. That's a much better
I think
weapon.
they're going to do that, though. I think they are going to do that, but I think they are going to pull Engram in tight and make or break it, man. Show us you can do it. He says he can do it. Bo says he can do it. We'll see. If he can't, then yeah, they'll kick him to the curb. But I think they need to have three wides out. They need to run 11 personnel and open this game up. Davis Webb, Marky, when was the last time you saw this many training camps, updates, and practices where you heard 30-yard bomb to this guy, 50-yard bomb to that guy, 40-yard bomb to this
I
guy.
love it.
It's been a long time, dude. Like they want to air it out. David and I talked about this earlier on Believe, BLEAV in Broncos, Believe in Broncos. Please follow us over there, like and subscribe. Thank you. David, should we move off Engram here, or we got you got another? G-Man says great discussion today, guys. Thanks, G-Man.
Yeah, it's always fun having a lively discussion with people who have very strong opinions on this Evan Engram thing, and it's been awesome to see the chat be just as opinionated about this. We got
the chat is blowing up. I can't even keep up.
Man, we got some great Evan Engram defenders. We got some great Evan Engram detractors. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we go live in preseason, talk about all this. But yeah, I want to clear the way for Taysom Hill.
At this, let's go. BK 808. I love it when somebody agrees with me. It's about every 2 weeks, bro. Thank you. Sorry,
Clear
David.
the way for Taysom Hill to have more of a role on this team. Now, PFF was giving me conflicting stats here because on one page it was 34 run plays, on the other one it was 78. But anyways, it's either way, that's horrible. It's at worst like a 90% of the time he's on the field. Last year we were passing the ball. Now 2, I believe it is, where'd he go? Broncos fan 1030 this is a fair point. He did block more, 101 run blocks in 2023. Okay. And, had a decent run blocking grade. So I'll give him credit there. A 70.3, by far the highest of his career. Or that was in 2024. So maybe he does have a little bit more to give in the blocking game that we're not giving him credit for. It's a fair point, Broncos fan 1030.
There's another fair point from my guy T-Fish's official monster, by the way. David doesn't like Engram but loves Bobby Wagner is hilarious considering Ingram's biggest play came off Bobby. Let's see Engram balls out before calling for heads. Gentlemen. And when he says gentlemen, he's talking about me because I'm the gentleman of the show and you're a crazy nut job.
Dude, I would love Bobby Wagner here, but maybe Red Murdoch, Tauren York, one of these guys can show out on Friday and alleviate any of my fears about not having veteran experience behind our guys.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll tell you what, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this weekend. I want to see. Well, here's 3 things I want to see. Tight end position, Bentley, Jolie, and sign Taysom Hill. Just be done with it. I mean, I know Sean's going to wait until the end of camp, until the second preseason game or something. He's going to bring him in. He's going to figure that out, but he's going to bring him in. That's my thought. But I'm sticking with, you guys know my season hot takes, right? JK goes 17 games, 1,200 yards. Hot, flaming hot almost the other day, but back to mediocre hot. Of course, Boss Man Jay, it's got me on the J-Mac gets signed before the season. Let's go. And 3, Evan Engram breakout. And I got to stick with him because that's what I said. I'm not going to delete tweets like somebody at KOA Radio, baby. I keep my stuff. Let's go.
Yeah, Mark, always respect people that keep their tweets. I never delete my tweets.
Yeah,
ever.
Keep your L's up. I delete them when I make a mistake.
Yeah. If I make a spelling error.
But I don't if I say something stupid and it comes back to haunt me, it's like, well, I'm viral now, baby. Let's go.
Yep.
2 more subs. When you lose 2,500 subs in a day from a hack, you'll take any subs you can get on Twitter.
I'm actually surprised I haven't made Freezing Cold Takes his Twitter handle yet.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that.
I don't think we're big enough to make that. Who else? Mark, while you're on here, in fact, we're keeping you, so piss off. You're not going anywhere since we got you in here. Question: what are you looking for this weekend, man? What are you interested in? Now, you're a depth guy, so you scouted these guys. When we drafted them, you looked at them. Like, you got to be excited about something for this game, right?
No, for sure. Actually, my video I just made before I got on here, it's dropping
Marquee
in
Sports Denver.
19 minutes. Actually went over exactly that. So I think the number one thing I was looking forward to was Jonah Coleman. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Jonah Coleman looks, man. Like, I think he's going to look so good, but I mean, seeing a running back in a live game with the pads and everything, I think gives you a lot. We touched on the backup linebacker depth and the safety depth. So I'm looking for, and then Justin Jolie, obviously, and everything you guys already touched on are things I'm looking forward to a lot. And then the only thing I guess maybe you haven't talked about is the return specialist. So how do Colby Katzis look as a return man? How does Cameron Ross look, right? And it's not so much of like, oh, now we can replace Marvin, more so than, dude, I want 2 dynamic kick returners. I want Marvin Mims and someone else that can potentially take it to the house. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
Yeah. David's got some names for the return game he wants to see. Sean Fresh, Brent Austin.
No.
Sean
Wasn't Fresh.
Didn't you want to see if Brent Austin could return kicks or something too?
No. Cam Ross. I want to see him return.
There was somebody else you said that hasn't been doing it, but you wanted to see him do it.
Well, Sean Fresh wasn't.
Was it Sean Fresh?
He wasn't listed on the depth, but that's what he did in the UFL.
Oh,
so yeah. Let's see what he can do.
All right, let me try and get some chat. The chat, I can't keep up with you guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not that we love Engram. It's that cutting him and thinking that makes our team better is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Mark.
I completely. We can have the conversation still.
Have the conversation. Why does it make the team better? Because of Pat, it puts Pat Bryant on the field more, and that's what they want to do. I mean, I get that thought, but I think they can do that without getting rid of Engram. It's not like if Ingram's on the team, they're going to be like, sorry, we got to put Engram in, so let's take you guys off the field because it's working.
I don't necessarily agree with that. First of all, they're obviously there's a pretty big financial commitment, and if you don't play Evan Engram all of a sudden, that's not going to be great for the whole team morale, right? So there's all that. I just think for me, I look at it like I know that Evan Engram has the tight end marked next to his position, but he's not utilized like a tight end, which is fine. I think they should utilize him less like a tight end.
Yeah, he never has.
If that's the case, and he's just a glorified big slot receiver, we've got better and more talented guys that can do that.
Hakeem Butler.
So, I mean, just Pat Bryant. I want to see him play more. Hakeem Butler.
I don't want to see Pat
Jordan
Bryant
Humphrey can go out
blocking
there
all day with his concussion head.
Like, no, I mean, yes. He's not going to be blocking all day. But even if you told me, all right, having Dallin Bentley and Troutman on the field is going to make it more difficult for the defense to cue in terms of what the offense is doing. That in and of itself could be a net positive. Now, obviously, we're speculating a lot, but there's a lot of things you can look at of saying, okay, if Evan Engram wasn't in the game and the defense didn't know we were passing the ball, would it have helped us? Or would we have ran the ball better? Like, there's so many of those situations where it goes back and forth, and it's like I'm kind of willing to find out. It's not like Evan Engram is this, 800,000 yard, 6 touchdown guy. He had 400 yards and a touchdown the entire season.
He had 461 yards and a touchdown, and a game winning diving touchdown. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
That, nobody else on this team could have made.
Yeah, well, clearly,
I got some food for thought.
Crum could have made it.
I got some food for thought. One player had 13.8 yards per reception. The other one had 9.2. The one with 13 is Lil Jordan Humphrey. The one with 9 is Evan Engram. And this is the other thing that we got to talk about, dude. This is the most mid tight end room of all time right now until one of these rookies starts to show out. And are we really going to keep 5 mid tight ends on this 53-man roster?
No.
Well, and how are they going to how are they going to develop too, right? I feel like Evan Ingram's just capping their development because now you're going to have these guys just inactive and not even playing. And maybe by the time November, December comes around, if you're playing Jolie, maybe he struggles early, fine. Maybe he starts to find his rhythm, and then all of a sudden, now everybody's better. But all you're doing is just saying, hey, we have a really terrible tight end room, and we're just going to cap it out by keeping the guy that's going to be playing the most amount of snaps of the receiving tight ends. So I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I've said a lot of stupid things for sure in my life, but there's been times where I've been correct too. So we'll see. But ultimately, actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it. I actually do believe that George Payton and Sean Payton will move on from Evan Engram.
All right, $5, $5 bet. You heard it live right here. Venmo, baby. Wait, move on. Well, it's kind of open ended. You mean move on from him before the season? All right, I'll take that bet. $5.
And I'm just getting vibe. Man, it's a weird vibe thing. I don't know. I feel like Evan Engram is not the personality of someone that Sean really likes that much.
I would agree with you there. He was a little poopy last year. towards the end of the season, a little complainy poopy, but he
Yeah,
came
what did he
back.
say? Do you remember?
He was just, well, I don't think he went on record saying stuff, but he was like, yeah, a good thing they brought me here if they're not going to use me. I could do a lot more if I was given opportunities, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he did have terrible catch, drop percentage was bad. 9.2 yards per, you'd like to see that over 10 at least, from your tight end. But I think that I'm seeing all the different points in here. I didn't mean to make this the whole Evan Engram show. Guys, the starters are going to get 15 plays this week. None of the people that are hurt are coming. I guess of the starters that play, I like to see RJ Harvey break one off. Now, certainly Coleman's my favorite. Mark, I agree with you there to watch. Like, I'm going to be watching him very closely. If he gets less than 15 snaps, that's going to tell you something. Think about that. A draft pick coming in. If he comes in and only plays the 15 snaps of the starters, and then it's Jaleel Bidet and what's the kid that Deuce Schrader.
Oh no,
Deuce
Vaughn's not
Vaughn.
on the team no more.
Deuce Vaughn's gone. Yeah, Corey Schrader, right? Then we're gonna know something there too. I'm curious to see if Coleman still plays the whole half or something like that, or even in the second half. Because I'd like to see him play with both backs. I'd like to see him do some pass pro, and the more we see of him, the better. Who are the starters that you guys are thinking about, wanting to get your eyes on for this game?
Ooh,
I'd like to see how ask questions. I get back to the chat.
He's not a starter, but I do want to see. Are they going to play Jahdae Barron outside, or are they going to play him in the nickel?
Should play him
Or
outside.
are they going to do both?
What we got?
I'd like to see them just play him at a spot and go with that.
Yeah.
Diamond
Diamond outside. I mean, he's going to play Diamond outside, right?
Yeah, but once all the starters are out, he's going to be. I think he's going to play quite a bit. So is he going to when PS2 and Riley Moss are off the field? Does he just
he goes and plays for PS2 or Riley Moss? Probably Riley Moss and KAD on the other side. That's going to be fun to watch too. I'm really high on KAD, so I want to see them play, but not too much. I mean, there should be enough cornerbacks. George says you can never have enough cornerbacks.
They literally work out 3 every day.
Martin says our schedule's way too tough to try and develop players during the season. I mean, we're not going to players that start will develop during the season. We're not going to, it's not a tryout. Yeah. We're not going to put somebody in there and try them out during the season unless somebody's really hurt.
Can it be much worse though?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can it? We've had an abysmal tight end room for how many years, man? How many years?
Dude,
since
exactly.
Julius Thomas.
Let's say against we'll take the Rams, right? I think what are they, week 2 or week 3? The Rams. Let's say we're 3-point underdogs against the Rams. If we moved on from Evan Engram, we're still going to be 3-point underdogs. I don't think. Again, he doesn't. Not like the needle has moved so much.
All right. Moving on from Engram.
Let's talk about tight ends.
I think that's what he was referring to.
Real quick, another draft take that Mark and I were right on, that the Broncos should have listened to us for. Eli Raritan already running with the freaking ones out with the New England Patriots, man.
Yeah, we all wanted Raritan. Yeah, we all wanted a tight end in this group. We wanted a running back and a tight end out of this draft. We got 2 tight ends. It just happened to be Jolie. So we better see something from him in this game, man. I'm going to be disappointed. I want to see him catch a touchdown. I want to see him get open, and make some noise. Rachel V. Hill said none of the tight. Somebody said which tight ends look good. She said none of them. so that's not what you want to hear.
No.
Cookies. Why is Mike always right on all his takes? That should be the main point of the show from now on. I mean, I don't know. Is this
your burner account, Cookies? Are you signed in on another account?
I think it's actually one of David's, transplants came over here and found out, that there are real football minds, on the planet here, and not just orange-colored glass crazy freaks. Mark, we gotta get you some orange glasses, man.
I know. I could use some. I'll say this to Cookies, right? And I don't know what exactly he's saying. Like Mike is always.
He's just saying I'm always right, which is true.
But I'll say it like this, like, dude, as you get older, you realize, man, my dad was right about a lot of things. So that's kind of how it is with Mike. Like,
so you're saying I'm old,
but it's the times,
the times
where I'm right and my dad was not right that really matter.
That you
don't
remember.
care about all the other times. So.
Yeah, I know. It's like the 3 times in your life you're like, ha, I
Told
knew
you, Dad.
better. Not the 100 times how he kept you alive, and all the times that he told you, hey, if you do that, then this is going to happen. And you're like, whatever. And then it happens, and you're like, yeah, but how would he know? And then you forget about that. So I am always right about the team. I've been around longer. I've seen it. York, Bentley, Miles, Scott. Good call. York, want to see something from Red Murdoch. Want to see Tauren York. Want to see Miles, Scott, and Bentley. Those would, if I see something from those guys, I'll be happy. David, what are you expecting out of Murdoch and York? They're going to play together, or are they going to be in at different times wearing the green dot, or what do you think they'll do?
I want to see them play together. That's what I want to see. I'm very interested to see who gets the green dot, if that's the situation. Yeah, my brain's going to crazy idea land. So y'all keep going.
All right. Well, I want to see, like this one from 1030 says, when will we release Drew Sanders? I've said this earlier to David. I want to see Drew Sanders better play today or Friday night and play a lot, or he's getting cut.
Dude, this man needs 3 sacks.
This is his last shot right here. 3 sacks, or 4 pressures and a sack and a half, or something. Like, he better show up, because I mean, we've given him every opportunity, right, Marky? This is it for him, isn't it?
Yeah, I joked on Twitter, but it was like kind of partially joking. Like, why don't we just put him to play center or something, or like have him? Let's get our money's worth and see if he can play somewhere, because like he's finally healthy in the offseason. And we're keeping him at edge. He's not going to make this team as an edge. So, but yeah, I would love to see him go out there and ball out, man. I just want to feel like Drew Sanders actually exists, because I swear sometimes I was like, is he not a real player?
I know. I wanted to bring him up on a show a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't think of his name. Not that that's crazy for me, because I'm so old, as you guys like to point out every 5 minutes. BK says don't mean nothing. It's not the regular season. Trust me, bro. It means a lot. Not in the win-loss column, but man, for guys trying to make the team, ask Terrell Davis how important a preseason game is.
Yeah,
like one.
But like
play.
when Stidham looks good, like when Stidham balls out.
Oh yeah,
on Friday,
it
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I will say, here's my hot take. You guys ready for my hot take, though?
God, yes, I'm ready for my hot take. Yes, give it to me.
My hot take is that Tauren York has a pick 6 on Friday.
Oh, that is hot. That's like a pick 6.
And if he does, you have no idea.
Yeah, we'll play this clip for the next year.
You have no idea.
Mark Stradamus. You'll be known as
Evan Engram, 100 yards in preseason, like you
traded
said,
2 days later.
Yeah,
to the Falcons.
And then you guys will clip me saying there's no way Evan Engram gets traded before this season over.
This episode has
Mossman says we release Sanders as soon as he stubs another toe. So that's no joke. All right, chat. You're too fast. Can't keep up with you. So every time I try and click one, here we go. Malcolm Roach will be an absolute dog this year. Yeah, high on him, man. And Awazarike, unblockable, they say. I say we'll see. He should be playing 15 plays or so. Guys, it's going to be fun to see the players back on the field anyway you look at it. Real happy that Bo Nix is traveling with the team and he's not playing. David and I are both cool with that. Mark, are you cool with Bo sitting out this one on turf?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I didn't want to see him play on turf with a 4th string center.
No. Oh my God. Like Ortega, Throckmorton, Miners. Hey, Miners, get in there and play a couple. If Coach Payton puts Miners in there at center and he ends up like getting hurt, I'm gonna drive to Broncos Park and just pound.
No, we don't want to see it, but I think it's a smart move. I can enjoy the game a little bit more too, because I
like this one.
Like, hold my breath.
Yeah, I don't have to hold my breath. I like this one. Red Murdoch forced fumble. Now going all the way to Tyler Algier is great, but I'd say I would not be one bit surprised if Red Murdoch forces a turnover or a fumble. So either York or Murdoch force a turnover. I like that.
It's going to have to be Brian Robinson.
I was gonna say it can't. Yeah, it can't be on. It can't be on Tyler
Algier, yeah.
He's in Arizona now. He's in Arizona.
Yeah. Poor guy. Went to Arizona to waste away.
No, it's okay. Nathaniel Hackett's not going to play whatever his face is.
Jeremiah Love, yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to play him.
No, he's going to, it's a break. It's going to be a breakout season for Coach Hack, too.
No, dude. Sell all of your stock in Cardinals players with Hackett over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you, bro. Are we dumping Jarrett's contract? We might be. How much do we save on that? He's $8 million. We save like 5.5 if we cut him or some crap like that, or do we save like 8? I know we save money if we do get rid of him.
It's like $4.5 million, I think.
All right, that's why I keep you. That's why I keep you guys. That's an hour. Stop the chat. Just stop. I'm gonna go pack. Going to Colorado in the morning. Guys, what do you got going for the rest of the weekend? What's your shows looking like here? We got David and I will be doing a post game for the Believe Network on the preseason game. Marky, you've got some shows out now. You just put out a couple of videos. What do you got going on so everybody knows?
Yeah, not so much this weekend. I'm going to be in Vegas actually, Friday to Sunday. Got for concert, just hanging out with some fam. It's basically my second home, so I'll be out there. But yeah, when I get back, we'll talk a lot about the games, the takeaways from the games, and then I'll, if none of my crazy predictions that I've said on this show don't come true, then I'll either move them over to next week or think of new crazy stuff to come up. But no, man, it's just this is the really fun part of the year because you constantly have some things to talk about. So I'm just looking forward to that.
Well, yeah, be on call, man, because I love it when you come on. You're my favorite drop-in guest. I get a lot of them on this show, and there's none better than you. None better than Jay. $5 just because it's me. Is that me or is that you, David? I hope it's
Jay in Vegas. Let's go.
Boss man Jay. No, he's not in Vegas. Cody's in Vegas.
Well, no, I think his photo is him in Vegas.
Oh, well, I can't see the photo because it's too small, but he could be in Vegas. He got around, he's a traveler. He's a big guy.
He's in Paris. He's in actually Paris.
Yeah, we're going to have to do like a super only chat one of these days. We got 190 chats, and I'm just going to, get myself a new microphone someday. So, David, as always, you're, what do you got coming out today? Anything? Evan Engram video,
quarterback agenda. That will be fun. We'll talk about the results in my polls, all the different backup quarterbacks people would pay Evan Engram or trade Evan Engram for. I'll probably tonight talk about this Taylor Rapp thing a little bit more seriously because I think that is pretty telling, man, that they've brought this guy in for a tryout.
I don't know. I mean, I think it is too. Like that coupled with the news that they've been struggling a little bit there, but again. They got Miles Scott, Devin Key. Did I ask you? I guess I did. Tyson Anderson, right?
I haven't heard about any of these guys making plays in camp, dude. None of them.
But we haven't. I still just maintain you don't really hear about safeties making plays in camp very often because they're just the practices just aren't designed that way. I guess we should have some PBUs. I know Hufanga had one, but I think they're probably taking it pretty easy on Jones a little bit too. I don't know. Big thing will be the quarterbacks. Mark, is this a real quarterback battle? Ellinger?
Oh, yeah. I think it is.
Coach said it's not, but I say it is. Dave says it is. I think it is.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. Or they maybe they're just hoping that Ellinger will be fine being on the practice squad again because it just doesn't make sense to keep 3 with this roster. But I think it's legit. But unfortunately, I just think both of them kind of suck.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's hope the guys stay healthy. Honestly, that's my big thing. If and it's not an issue. Like I don't want to start thinking about who my backup safety is and then realize that oh crap, we need 2 of them because that would hurt, especially in this defense, especially in because the safeties are pretty important in BJ's defense, obviously, especially with the linebackers we have. We need good safeties, but that's a linebacker thing for me. Hopefully, we upgraded with York and Murdoch. Guys, thanks again for coming in. Thanks for all the monsters in the chat, everybody watching on David Talks Broncos. If you're watching on, it doesn't look like Marky, just copped on. Thank you, Marky. At Marky Sports Denver, follow along with all of us. Please hit the like button, subscribe
Yes.
to all 3 channels, the like button, dude. That's so important, man. That's the best thing you can do for us other than, the super chat. So we'll leave with this. Great show. It's easy to do a great show, Robert, when I got David and Marky with me.
Oh, man, the
And
chat was
great
amazing
show.
today. Y'all made it a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. We're out. We'll see you tomorrow at the latest. Until then, go Broncos.